The media is lying. The politicians are lying. Russia is not getting their butts kicked. I've got the numbers. Stay tuned. Greetings and salutations. I'm Gil.
And I'm Gil, and this is Strategic Prepper.
All right, Strategic Prepper community, I want to give you this update here. I've got some numbers, very interesting. As I've said before here at Strategic Prepper, Junior and I, we research because we want to get you guys the best information, the fastest information, and the most accurate information. So I've got some numbers here I want to share with you. I'm going to put them up on the screen also. Some numbers on the war in Ukraine. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. All right, Ukrainian equipment versus Russian equipment. Ukraine has lost 100% of its helicopters. All right. Actually, it looks like they have lost more than 100%. They started with 55. They've lost 91, so they may have picked up helicopters and lost them. They've lost 100%. Russia, 14%. UAVs. Ukraine has lost 100% of their UAVs. Russia, UAVs, 18%. You know, these charts are not in the same order here. All right. Aircraft. Russia has lost 150 aircraft. 10%. That's a huge number. All right. Ukraine, 95% of their aircraft. Tanks. We hear so much about how many Russian tanks. Oh my gosh, the Russians are losing their tails between their legs. They've lost so many tanks. Yeah, they've lost 600 up to date so far. 670 tanks. They've that's 7%. They've lost 7%. All right. How about the Ukrainians? 91% of their tanks. They've lost 1,900 tanks. Okay. Air defense system, 55 units. That's 2.5%. 56% for the Ukrainians. Armored vehicles. They lost almost the same number. But percentage-wise, it's a huge difference. 1,800 for each. They've each lost right around 1,800. But that's 11% of the Russian arsenal. But that's 57% of the Ukrainian arsenal. And artillery pieces. Ukraine has lost 850. And let's see. 330 for Russia. So Russians have lost 6%. And the Ukrainians have lost 43%. So, yes, Ukraine, they are fighting hard and causing the Russians some losses. But my gosh, this actually explains why we hear Zelensky with Ukraine so desperate. Give us some equipment. We need equipment because he's losing it all real bad. This is one of the things that I say, Strategic Prepper community. You don't have to listen to what the media says. Listen to what they're not saying. Listen to how they're saying. And I'm a historian, an amateur historian, and one thing that I learned over the years is that you could tell how a battle's going in the ancient when you're reading the books by where the discussion moves. Oh, we're fighting at this city and we won. Now we're fighting at this city, but you're going backwards. You're not winning. Because in the old days, everyone's always winning. Well, the modern media is the same way. Oh, our side is always winning. But you know what? You look at the what they're reporting. Russian troops are advancing. It looks like they're about to take Mariupol. And you just had this morning, I read that over 1,000 Ukrainian Marines have surrendered. That's not a sign of Ukrainian victories. And we find that the Ukrainian president has been begging for equipment. He says they're going to lose if they don't have the equipment. Well, that's not the sound of somebody who's winning. Sure, they are valiant. And they're fighting hard and courageous, and I'm going to give them all that. But the media makes it sound like the Russians are just getting their butts whooped. Not happening. Don't believe the media. There's more going on here, and we've discussed that before. So you've got some numbers. You have a better picture of the real story that the Russians are fighting hard. And I go back to my original prediction. Check this out at the end. That I do think there's only one of three ways that this ends. And I do think that it will end up Russia getting pretty much what they want. In the end, I think that's going to happen. And did they want Kiev? I don't. They never really said they wanted Kiev. So did they pull up? Was it a diversionary tactic to draw Ukrainian troops away from what they really wanted, was those eastern provinces and access to Crimea? That's what I think. You know why? Because that's what they said. So I think they're going to end up, I think they're going to do better than what the media is saying. But you know what? Heck, we all know we can't trust the media. But somehow, when it comes to this, now everyone's believing the dang media. Don't believe the media. All right? You'll do better believing Strategic Prepper. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Check out this video.